Hi, this is Charles Haley, five-time Super Bowl champ.
And my name is Lori Lynch, Senior Vice President, Customer Success from Istation. And we want to welcome you to our reading series called Istation Reads, in partnership with Tackle Tomorrow. Charles and I are excited to introduce this amazing reading series where you're going to hear from a lot of personalities reading Istation books. We'll ask you some questions at the beginning of each story, and by the end, we'll follow up to see if you got the right answers. So join us for each episode. You'll see us on Istation's YouTube channel. If you love it, share us on social media. We look forward to working with you, and as Charles always says,
It doesn't matter where you start, it's where you finish.
You're so right, Charles. Okay, everybody, let's get started. Hi, everybody. Lori from Istation here. Today, we're going to have an exciting story called Mitch's Big Fish Tale, and it's going to be told by our friend John Lynch. So who's John Lynch, you say? Well, let's meet John and find out a little bit about him. John is an NFL 15-year veteran. Great career in the NFL. He won Super Bowl 37 with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, or the Bucks as they like to go by. He's a finalist in the 2020 Hall of Fame for the NFL induction. He's also a former broadcaster for the NFL on Fox. Currently, he's the general manager of the San Francisco 49ers, and in this current football season, he led the 49ers to the NFC Championship. So in the story, you're going to hear John introduce himself, talk a little bit about himself, but he's also going to say a pretty poignant quote, which is, "I love reading, and I cannot imagine a world that didn't have books in it. Some of my favorite memories with my 4 kids is them sitting in my lap and reading together." So let's move ahead and look at some questions that we're going to face when we're listening to John read. So while John is reading Mitch's Big Fish Tale, let's think about these questions. Number 1, what items did Mitch pack for his lunch? If you can name 1 or 2 of those items, that's great. There's actually 4. Number 2, was Mitch dreaming that he was lost at sea? Guess we'll have to pay attention to find out. And number 3, who came to help Mitch and how did he help? Listen closely. I'll meet you at the end of the story. We'll review the questions and then reveal the answers. I'll see you then.
Hello, my name's John Lynch, and I'm the general manager of the San Francisco 49ers. I've been in that role for 4 years. Prior to that, I broadcasted football. I was the announcer, like Troy Aikman, for the NFL on Fox. And prior to that, I played in the NFL for 15 years. I was fortunate to be a Super Bowl champion as a member of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Super Bowl 37. We beat the Raiders. And it's great to be here because I love reading. I can't imagine a world that didn't have books in it. We have 4 kids, and one of my some of my favorite moments with all of them were the times when they were in my lap and reading with them, and we did it a lot. And I think it adds so much to your life, your imagination, your vocabulary, all those great things that reading can give you. And so I'm excited about reading Mitch's Big Fish Tales with you today. And why don't we get going? So the first chapter is called Going Fishing. It was a hot summer day. Mitch was at home near the bay. He was sleeping in a hammock under the trees. Mitch was dreaming of fishing. In his dream, he was jerking on the fishing pole. Mitch was trying hard to get a big fish into his boat. The big fish was close to the boat when Mitch woke up. What a nice dream, he thought. I cannot wait to go fishing. At sunset, Mitch got up and went inside. He had a big smile on his face. The next day was his first fishing trip of the summer. The next morning, Mitch jumped up and got dressed. He put on his shorts and a yellow shirt. I need to pack, he thought. Where is my fishing pole, thought Mitch. He went into the corner, but it was not there. Then he checked under the bed. Mitch could see a long box. That is where I put my fishing pole, he thought. Mitch got his pole and some fishing line from the box. Mitch thought, I need to pack my lunch. He put a peach pie and some chips in a bag. He packed a cheese sandwich and some cans of punch in an ice chest. Then Mitch picked up his things, and went to his boat. I have my fishing pole and my lunch. What more do I need? Thought Mitch. I forgot to pack bait and a rope. A fellow could use some rope on a boat. Mitch got some bait and a rope. He put them into the boat. I have what I need, so it's time to go, Mitch thought. He pushed his boat from the dock. A soft wind was blowing. The sail stretched wide and blocked the sun from Mitch's face. This is a perfect day, Mitch thought. I'm going fishing at last. Chapter 2 is called Lost at Sea. Mitch chose a nice place to fish that was far away from the bay. He got his pole and put bait on the fishing line. I want to catch a big fish, he thought. Mitch tossed the line into the sea. He felt a big tug. He could not hold the pole. Splash! The pole fell into the sea. Mitch could not get it. He thought, I will tie the fishing line to my toe. When a big fish takes the bait, I will feel the tug and catch the fish. Mitch checked the line and tossed it into the sea. After a short time, Mitch felt the tug on his toe. A fish had the bait. Mitch jerked hard on the line. A big fish went up in the air. It fell into the boat. This is the best way to fish, he thought. Mitch fished the rest of the morning. The sky was turning dark. This nice day is ending, Mitch thought. I need to sail back home. The wind was blowing hard, and it was raining. Mitch was sailing a huge storm. The waves were tossing the sailboat from side to side. Mitch worked hard to keep the boat from sinking. The sail went back and forth. I need to tie the sail to the boat so it will not rip, thought Mitch. He got the rope, and he tied the sail to the boat. At last, the storm passed, but Mitch could not see the bay. I am lost at sea, Mitch cried. What will I do? He thought, I could be here for a long time. I will eat part of my lunch. Mitch got his cheese sandwich and a can of punch from the ice chest. Then he ate some pie. I wish I could sail back home, he thought. Mitch was sad. It had been a long day. The sky was dark. The boat was still. Mitch went to sleep. Chapter 3, Safe at Last. Mitch was sleeping in his boat. He had a bad dream. In his dream, the wind tore his sail. The waves tossed his sailboat like a toy boat. The mist from the sea woke Mitch. He jumped to his feet. What a dream, he thought, but the storm was not a dream. Mitch was lost at sea. His shorts and shirt were moist from the mist. I must dry off, he said. He could see the morning sunrise in the sky. The heat from the sun will help dry me off, thought Mitch, but I wish I could get back home. Mitch felt like crying. As he was blowing his nose, he heard an odd noise. An old crow was landing on the boat. Who are you? Asked Mitch. In a low voice, the crow told him, My name is Roy. I was flying home when a big storm came. I need to rest my wings and get something to eat. Why are you here? Asked the old crow. I am lost, said Mitch. My home is near the bay. I was blown far from home by the storm. I cannot help myself, but I can help you. You may rest on my boat. I will share the rest of my lunch with you. Roy said, Thank you. You are such a nice fellow because you are helping me. I will help you. I will eat and rest. Then you can follow me. I will show you the way to the bay. Mitch had a big smile on his face. He was going home at last. After the crow ate and got some rest, he felt better. Follow me, said the crow. to Mitch. Mitch checked his sail. He and the crow went to the bay. When they got to the bay, Roy said, "Land ho!" Mitch jumped for joy. He could see his home by the bay. He was glad to be home. Mitch was safe at last. So there he is, Mitch coming back home. And I think that's a really cool story of Mitch doing something he loved. He got caught in some trouble. But what happened? Someone was there to have his back and look out for him. And he and the old crow helped each other out. So a great story. Like there's so many great stories in reading. And I would challenge you all, if you make that part of your life, I found that every part of school and learning and your imagination just get better and better. I don't care, like your math will get better from reading, believe it or not. I don't know how that works, but it does work. I've seen it with in my own experiences. I've seen it with our kids. So I hope you all learned to love to read, and I hope you had fun listening to this great story today.
Okay, we're back. What'd you think? Let's review some of those questions one more time and make sure that we can get the understanding. So while John was reading Mitch's Big Fish Tale, were we thinking about those questions we asked earlier? Let's go over them again. Number 1, what items did Mitch pack for his lunch? Did you catch them all? Remember, just have to name 1 or 2. Was Mitch dreaming that he was lost at sea? Hope you listened for that one. And number 3, who came to help Mitch and how? If you want more time, press the pause key. Think about it. When you're ready to return, press the pause key and we'll resume and we'll move on to the next section where we'll reveal the questions and answers. See you there. So what'd you think? Let's go into question 1. What items did Mitch pack for his lunch? If you said peach pie, chips in a bag, a cheese sandwich, and cans of punch, you got all 4 correct. Remember, you just had to name 1 or 2. Number 2, was Mitch dreaming that he was lost at sea? No, sadly he was not. Mitch was actually lost at sea. Went through a pretty bad storm there. Number 3, who came to help Mitch and how? Well, there was a crow named Roy. And after Roy decided to help Mitch, he ate some of Mitch's food and rested. And then he was able to lead Mitch to the bay and get safe to shore. You didn't have to name all those things, but if you knew that it was a crow named Roy that led him home, you got it right. Thanks again for joining us today. We really appreciate you guys tuning in to Istation Reads. Tune in to our next episode to see who else is reading. Hope to see you there. Take care. Lori here again. Thanks again for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the story. Remember, tune into our Istation YouTube channel to check out Istation Reads. If you love us, share us on social media. Hope to see you again real soon.